My name's Dan Appleby. I'm Architectural Coordinator for Homes by Ish, and I've been involved in the Parkland project from concept stage through to where we are now, a completed Parkland, for around about 3 years. The Parkland, as well as the grounds of what was Blackwell Grange, was created in 1710 by a merchant of Darlington called George Allen. He was a bit of a collector in himself, so that's why you see trees that wouldn't particularly be native to the area of Darlington really, or the UK as a whole, to be honest. So Henry Havelock inherited the Parkland and the grounds of the Grange at Blackwell from the Allen family. Later it came into the hands of Darlington Borough Council, who have been responsible for the Parkland since the 1950s. We were then employed to basically regenerate the Parkland, and this is where we are now, restoring it to its former glory. We've preserved the air raid shelter, the ice house, as well as an interpretation of where Mill Lane actually went, which is a historic trading route through Darlington. We haven't done any works to them, as it's quite a significant part of Blackwell's history, so we've just preserved them and left them there. We've implemented interpretation boards throughout the site, which basically people can stop and take a look at and learn a little bit more information if they're visiting the Parkland. Darlington Borough Council's ecologist has been a fantastic help on recommending tree species that we should plant, which encourage wildlife, as well as bat and bird box locations and which trees they should go in, which way they should face. We've planted a number of different trees, fruit trees, yew trees, trees that were used to reinstate Lime Avenue, which is a historic avenue original of the Parkland. There's 3.6 hectares of wildflower areas that's been planted. They currently have a temporary fencing around it so that it encourages the growth that's in there to flourish. It's lovely to walk through when it's in flower, but it also attracts pollinators, which is obviously great for biodiversity. It also encourages smaller insects, which helps feed into the food chain. It's to encourage barn owls, kestrels, robins and wrens, starlings. There's seating areas that we've installed, strategically placed throughout the site for the areas that have the best viewpoints. The community orchard is exactly that. It's an orchard to provide fruit for the community. So if you're walking around in sort of harvest time, it could be a plum on the tree or a damson on the tree, and it's there for people to pick off and eat or bake with. There's also species in there like mulberry, there's hazelnuts in there, and apple and pears. As part of the works in the Parkland, we've restored the pond formerly known as the Balancing Pond to its original footprint, which we know is home to one of the UK's protected species, the great crested newt. As well as the 3.6 hectares of wildflower areas to attract pollinators, we've also installed bug hotels, man-made bug hotels. Then there's a more naturalistic bug hotel, reusing the trees that were removed to create a log pile habitat. As part of the restoration of the Parkland, we restored a selection of walls around the Parkland. We also restored the iron railings that run from Blackwell Lane along the main entrance of the hotel on Grange Road. I mean, as you can probably tell, it's been a real passion project for me and I've really enjoyed working on it. To me, the Parkland really summarises hedonistic sustainability. It's creating a biodiverse habitat. It's also creating a nice community recreation space for any visitors or residents of the area. I think that we've created a great space for everyone. For those moving to our new development at Havelock Park, they'll be fortunate enough to have Blackwell Parkland right on their doorstep.